Now at the Home Depot, receive 12 months special financing and free basic installation on carpet projects with LifeProof with PetProof technology, Home Decorators Collection, and Traffic Master carpets. Bring a new look to your floors, or give them a durable surface that stands up to life's tough messes. Get 12 months special financing on installed carpet projects right now at the Home Depot. Offer valid March 12th through March 29th, 2026. Exclusions and additional charges may apply. For licenses, see homedepot.com/license numbers.
This episode is brought to you by State Farm. Listening to this podcast? Smart move. Being financially savvy? Smart move. Another smart move? Having State Farm help you create a competitive price when you choose to bundle home and auto. Bundling, just another way to save with the personal price plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Prices are based on rating plans that vary by state. Coverage options are selected by the customer. Availability, amount of discounts and savings, and eligibility vary by state.
This is Optimal Health Daily, Creativity as a Wellness Practice by Kathy Robinson of AthenaWellness.com. And I'm Dr. Neil, your very own personal narrator. Hey there, happy Saturday and welcome back to another weekend edition of Optimal Health Daily. This is where I read to you from some of the best health and fitness blogs on the web, and always with a bit of my commentary at the end. All right, and with that, let's get right to the post as we optimize your life. Creativity as a Wellness Practice by Kathy Robinson of AthenaWellness.com. There are many activities we can do in the name of wellness. Along with good food, enjoyable movement, and deep rest, I have found creative living to be an impactful addition. I don't think it's a stretch to say that I've learned more about myself through my relationship with creativity than any other life experience. Creativity has been a lifeline. It's what kept me feeling alive and optimistic while I navigated years of professional obligation and expectation. It was always there as a reminder of what felt true for me. Creativity has been defined as, quote, the tendency to generate or recognize ideas, alternatives, or possibilities that may be useful in solving problems, communicating with others, and entertainment, end quote. I love this definition because it exudes imaginative problem solving. Incorporating creative expression into your life is a vital part of a holistic, healthy lifestyle. There have been numerous studies conducted that show many benefits of creative expression, including reduced stress, elevated mood, decreased anxiety, lower blood pressure, reduced risk of chronic illness, and a strengthened immune system. Having creative outlets allows us to express what we're feeling and connect with the forgotten parts of ourselves, that is, who we are at our deepest levels. Even if the activities are done in private with no one seeing the output, a creative practice can lead to more enjoyment, greater meaning, and life purpose. The very act of expressing can function as a release valve, and the resulting optimism it brings can increase our ability to problem solve and see challenges as opportunities, as research linking optimism and enhanced well-being has shown. That reframe is important as you find ways to prioritize creative activities, to see creative living as a way to recharge and refuel, a way to connect with yourself and others, and a way to discover new possibilities. It's been my experience that when I trust my creative capabilities, I'm more likely to step out of my comfort zone because I know that mistakes are opportunities for learning, and I will feel rejuvenated as a result. Creativity is a way of filtering experience. It isn't something you need to do. It's how you bring your life experience into your days. Here are 3 ways to encourage a creative mindset and spirit. 1. Be curious. Curiosity has been called the key to creativity because it's like starting with a clean slate, or, as the Zen monks would call it, beginner's mind. It's the willingness to suspend your beliefs, your opinions, and assumptions. It's coming from a place of questioning instead of one of knowing. To encourage this mindset, create a space in the day where you don't have to be productive, even if it's for a few minutes at a time. Learning to access and spend time in that liminal space will pay dividends as your creative practices deepen. 2. Stay open. Since creativity is born out of new connections, cast a wide net when gathering and exploring new ideas. What's attracting your attention? Music, lyrics, poems, books, documentaries, photos, art, podcasts, scientific journals, blogs, nature, food, relationships, current events. It's all fodder for creative play. As you explore, be on the lookout for new ideas, interesting concepts, unusual experiences, and diversions. Anything that invites new learning can lead to new insights, as can observing a situation or using questions to learn more. Open-ended questions that invite dialogue are useful, such as, how else can we do this? Is there a different angle? What's the backstory? What are the differing points of view? Or simply, what if? And 3, make connections. Once you have a practice of gathering ideas that intrigue you, the fun part comes in putting these ideas to good use by combining them to make new connections. No matter your profession or passion, I highly recommend keeping an idea notebook. Your notebook can be a repository, a travel companion, or a portable workshop, a safe space to muse and explore. It's a place to collect pieces of your world, make meaning, and create new worlds. Creative living is a curious process, like unraveling a mystery through collected words, images, and ideas. I hope you'll consider making creativity part of your wellness plan so you can be well by filling your creative well. You just listened to the post titled Creativity as a Wellness Practice by Kathy Robinson of AthenaWellness.com, and I'll be right back with my commentary. If you're a small business, the right hire can be make or break. Hoping the right people see your job posting isn't the best growth strategy. When the pressure's on and you need the right hire, this is a job for sponsored jobs. Join the 3.3 million employers worldwide that use Indeed to connect with quality talent that fits their needs. Spend less time searching and more time actually interviewing candidates who check all your boxes. Less stress, less time, more results. When you need the right person to cut through the chaos, this is a job for Indeed sponsored jobs. And listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to help get your job the premium status it deserves at Indeed.com/podcast. Just go to Indeed.com/podcast right now and support our show by saying you heard about Indeed on this podcast. Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply. Need to hire? This is a job for Indeed sponsored jobs.
Sierra has all the best active and outdoor brands you need. From athletic stuff, like a full court pickup game, swish, to athlete-ish stuff, like a half-mile stroll. Get those steps in. And for morning hikes up the mountain trail, good pace. To nighttime ghost stories from the camping chair. What a twist. Whatever level of active, Sierra loves it all. Head to Sierra or Sierra.com for the brands you want at the prices that let you do it all. From athletic to athlete-ish, Sierra's got it.
Dr. Neil here with my commentary. One of the things researchers have been trying to figure out is whether those that are already happy and healthy are more likely to be creative. Because if you're happy and healthy, your mind may be more likely to be free of stress and have the capacity to think creatively. And luckily, more recent research has found that even if we're stressed and don't seem to have the mental space to participate in activities that promote creativity, if we can still find a way to engage in these creative activities, we tend to feel better. For example, a study found that breast cancer patients who participated in a creative art therapy class reported improvements in their psychological well-being. And since then, meta-analyses have been published and found similar results. And remember, I like looking at meta-analyses because they're large studies of already published studies, which makes them really strong research designs. And what some of these meta-analyses have found is that if we're not in the best mental space, but we participate in an activity that may bring out our creative side, we'll probably feel better in the end. So if we can find just a little bit of time each day to have a creative outlet, we may find we start to feel better over time. All right, that'll do it for the Saturday episode. I hope you're having a great weekend if you're listening in real time. And of course, I'll be back here tomorrow as usual, where your optimal life awaits.